Hi guys, today we're looking at chapter 13, quadratic equations. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to factorize an equation using the highest common factor and solve an equation by factorizing the highest common factor. Let's remind ourselves of what we mean by factorizing expressions. Factorizing is the opposite of expansion. It puts the expression back into its brackets. We have 3 times 2p plus 3m. Expanding this gives us 6t plus 9m. Factorizing is when we do the opposite. We put our expression back into its brackets. We have to find the highest common factor of all terms to factorize. In this case, our highest common factor was 3. We write the 3 outside the brackets, and our remainder goes inside the brackets. Let's look at another one. Let's factorize 20y plus 8p. Our highest common factor between 20y and 8p is 4. 4 times 5y gives us 20y. 4 times 2p gives us 8p. This is our factorized expression. When factorizing using the highest common factor, find the highest common number or letter to each term. Put this at the front and divide it into both terms. Write what is left inside the brackets. For example, 6x plus 2y. Our common factor is 2. 2 times what gives us 6x? 2 times 3x gives us 6x. 2 times what gives us 2y? 2 times y gives us 2y. Let's try another one. X squared plus 3x. This is the same as writing x times x plus 3x. Our common factor is x. Divide our common factor into our terms. This leaves us with x and 3 inside the brackets. Let's try another. 12xy minus 2y. In this case, our highest common factor is a number and the letter y. We divide this into both terms. 12xy divided by 2y leaves us with 6x. Minus 2y divided by 2y leaves us with minus 1. C squared plus c. Our common factor is c. C divided by c squared leaves us with c, plus c divided by c leaves us with 1. 15x squared y plus 5xy squared. Our common factor here is 5. We also have an x in common and a y in common. We write all of this outside the brackets. And we divide 15x squared y divided by 5xy leaves us with 3x. 5xy squared divided by 5xy leaves us with y. We write this inside our brackets. Now, we're going to look at solving our quadratic equations using our highest common factor. Take down this example. Solve the equation x squared plus 5x equals 0. The first thing we have to do in this case is factorize our expression using our highest common factor. Our highest common factor between 2x squared and 5x is x. Write this outside the brackets. x into 2x squared leaves us with 2x. 5x divided by x leaves us with 5. This goes inside the brackets. From here, put the term outside the brackets equal to 0 and put the terms inside the brackets equal to 0. This gives us x equals 0 or 2x plus 5 equals 0. From here, solve both equations to find the value of x. You will always have two answers here for your value of x. X is equal to 0 and 2x is equal to minus 5. Dividing both sides by 2 gives us x is equal to minus 5 over 2. We can check our answer. Take our value for x is equal to 0 and substitute it into our equation. This gives us 2 times 0 squared plus 5 times 0 equals 0. 0 equals 0. This is true. For x is equal to minus 5 over 2, substituting this in and putting it into our calculator gives us 0 also. This is also true. This verifies that our values of x are correct. Let's try another question. Solve for x. 3x squared equals 7x. The first thing that we must do here is bring all of your terms to one side of the equation. We're left with 3x squared minus 7x equals 0. We have two x terms. Therefore, we must factorize using the highest common factor. Our highest common factor between 3x squared and minus 7x is x. We write this outside the brackets, and our remainder goes inside the brackets. 3x squared divided by x leaves me with 3x. Minus 7x divided by x leaves me with minus 7. This goes inside the brackets. We now put the terms outside the brackets equal to 0 and put the terms inside the brackets equal to 0. This leaves us with x is equal to 0 and 3x minus 7 equals 0. From here, we solve for x. Bringing our minus 7 to the other side of the equation gives us 3x equals 7. From here, we will divide both sides by 3. This leaves us with x equals 7 over 3. Our two answers are x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 7 over 3.